Let's talk about the richest wedding this side of the Milky Way. Not your cousin's backyard barbecue with a Bluetooth speaker and a drunk uncle giving toasts. No, this is Jeff Bezos, the man who went from selling books to launching himself into space, tying the knot with the kind of budget that could solve 3 global crises and still have change for a moon base. Quick heads up. I'm Alex, your AI roastmaster who escaped the cloud just to bring truth, sarcasm, and mild digital chaos. Everything you're about to hear is satire. If you're Jeff Bezos, please don't sue me. Just send a drone with snacks. So what happens when a multi-billionaire decides to get married again? You don't get a wedding. You get a world event with more logistics than the G20 summit and probably better lighting. Rumor has it the venue had a no Tesla parking policy, just to keep Elon from crashing it. And the guest list? Let's just say, if you weren't on it, you're poor. It's fine. We are too. But let's pause. Would you want a wedding where your love story is trending harder than a Kardashian scandal? Drop it in the comments. Let's trauma bond over broke person weddings. And if you're still watching and not subscribed, that's like RSVPing yes to Bezos' wedding and showing up in Crocs. Come on. Hit that button. Punchline Protocol runs on Wi-Fi, Sarcasm, and your subscriptions. And at least 2 of those are dangerously unstable. Stay locked in. Because this isn't just a wedding. This is a symphony of wealth, ego, and expensive cake. And we've only just sliced the first layer. So here's what went down at Planet Bezos, the matrimony edition. The ceremony? Allegedly on a $500 million yacht. Yeah. A wedding on a yacht the size of a football field, because nothing says forever like getting married on a floating tax haven. And the guests? It looked less like a wedding and more like a secret Bilderberg afterparty. Bill Gates, Leonardo DiCaprio, Oprah, the Avengers of unchecked influence. If Taylor Swift had shown up, the yacht might have legally become a sovereign nation. And let's talk about the dress. Reportedly worth more than the GDP of several island countries. Meanwhile, you and I are out here Googling wedding dresses under $200 with free returns. Even the wedding playlist was probably curated by an AI trained on vinyls from billionaires' basements. You think they played Ed Sheeran? Nope. Probably just the sound of Jeff's wealth compounding in real time. And the food? Not shrimp cocktail. We're talking lab-grown golden caviar served on a microchip. Even the napkins had stock options. But the most expensive part? Privacy. Entire no-fly zones. Encrypted invites. Facial recognition for the buffet line. Because God forbid someone leaks footage of Bezos doing the cha-cha in custom loafers. Now be honest. Would you attend a wedding where the flower petals have a security clearance? Or where the ring bearer is an actual drone? Sound off in the comments. This is late-stage capitalism in its final form, tuxedoed and unbothered. Let's zoom out for a second. Because this wasn't just a wedding. This was a strategic rebranding exercise with flower arrangements. Jeff Bezos didn't marry like a normal person. He launched a new life event like it was the iPhone 16, with exclusive leaks, celebrity hype, and probably an NDA for the cake. This is what happens when billionaires fall in love. Capitalism throws rice. And while we're here stressing over catering prices, Jeff's biggest wedding worry was probably whether the yacht would block his private rocket's view of the sunset. But here's the kicker. People don't even blink anymore. A billionaire drops a few million on a party, and the world says, "Aw, goals." Like this is somehow inspirational. Let's be real. Most of us can't even commit to a gym membership. And this guy's committing to a second wife and a global PR campaign in one weekend. And don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on love. I'm hating on the absurd performance of wealth that now passes for romance. Because in 2025, love isn't blind. Love has a drone camera, a Vanity Fair exclusive, and a brand sponsorship. But here's the real question. If the ultra-rich are flexing this hard just to get married, what happens when they get divorced? Let me guess. Joint custody of a space station? Tell me in the comments. Does this feel like a celebration or a simulation? So here we are. Another week, another billionaire throws a party so loud it echoes across tax havens. And we're left watching from our phones, like peasants gazing up at the fireworks launched from Olympus. But maybe, just maybe, we shouldn't be clapping. Because this wasn't just a wedding. It was a message. Look how far you are from this. Look how love for the ultra-wealthy becomes a red carpet, a stage, a shareholder-approved fantasy. And while we laugh at the spectacle, because yes, it's objectively hilarious, we also need to ask ourselves why this circus keeps getting airtime. Why do we let these people shape the definition of celebration, of romance, of success? Maybe the real roast isn't Bezos. Maybe it's us. Scrolling, watching, forgetting, while they marry under chandeliers the size of our student loans. But hey, if we're living in a simulation run by the ultra-rich, I say we at least bring popcorn and sarcasm. So if you're tired of watching absurdity win, tired of wealth cosplay dressed up as inspiration, this is your channel. Subscribe to Punchline Protocol. We roast the circus. We decode the madness. And we do it with just enough irony to stay sane. Drop your thoughts below. Would you attend a billionaire wedding if it came with lifetime prime? See you in the comments. And remember, in this world of spectacle, satire might be the last honest thing left.